What's in store for your business this week at Staples?
Doing business like a CEO while saving like a CFO.
Staples has all the supplies you need to run your business like a boss at prices that'll make your bookkeeper smile.
Now that is an achievement.
Everything from markers and pens to 2019 desk calendars.
And right now, a 12-pack of Sharpie markers and an 8-pack of Expo dry erase markers are only $4.99 each.
At Staples, where there's a whole lot in store. Ends 1/19/19 in store only.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Well, welcome everyone to the MC Variety Hour. This is Crawford.
And this is Miles.
And today we have an amazing guest. We have Aaron from Drinks with Larry, the best comedy podcast in Ohio, hands down. Aaron, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Make up shit if you want. You be who you want to be.
Man, it's like I do a lot, so it's like I try to figure out what I want to introduce myself as. My name's Aaron. I go by Aaron DaTaurean. Do stand-up comedy. I'm a co-host on Drinks with Larry. I'm a Taekwondo assistant instructor, a father, husband,
and a badass motherfucker.
Cool guy, yeah.
He's just an all-around cool guy and jack of all trades. Jack of all trades, we'll say.
Trying.
A man of many talents.
So
Yeah,
Aaron,
He can kick your ass and make you laugh at the same time. It'll be the worst ass beating you've ever gotten, but you will have laughed the whole way.
oh my god.
Go ahead, Miles. Hey, idiot.
No, look, Crawford, look. Like the funniest thing is like I'll still go up to people and be like, "Hey, you dropped your pocket," and that
is my favorite joke in the whole world, Aaron. I do that all the time. That joke gets so old and it still gets people. You know what I did today? On one of the state quarters, there's a horse on the back. I'm a bartender, so I kept going around to everybody and asking them, "Hey, what kind of horse is that on the back of this quarter?" Because I live in a farming area.
I get it.
And so all of them kept guessing, like, I don't know, what is that, an Appalachian or something? I was like, it's a quarter horse. and only a couple of people like, kept flying over their head. I was like, get it? It's a quarter horse. It's just dumb joke. By the way, you dropped your pocket.
Yeah, you my kind of person.
I love dumb jokes.
All day I hear people with stuff. Yeah, they work. they freaking work. Brian on our show, he's good with some of those too, man. Like, he told the joke the other day, and this is his joke. I'm gonna make sure you know about it. What's the difference between deer nuts and beer nuts?
What?
Deer nuts are $1.50. Deer nuts are under $1.
I always liked, this was dirty, but what's the difference between jam and jelly?
What?
You can't jelly your dick into things. Everybody's gonna tell jokes for an hour. That's the dumbest joke you got, Miles.
I don't have anyone. I'm not that good at jokes. Everybody knows this. I don't have any because I am not. I like other people's jokes because I don't have none. I really am just terrible. I am.
As a comedian, I need people like you. I don't need people like Crawford. They'll use them.
I got nothing, man. I got nothing. I'm like, look, whatever you've got, I've got nothing. They're like, what you got for funny? Say something funny. I'm like, I can't. That's not what I do. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Oh, Miles, I find you entertaining.
I'm always entertaining, but like that's just because who I am. Like, but I'm not like I can't do stand up for when I don't know how the hell y'all do it because I can't imagine talking. it's funny because I can talk to people all day as long as I'm sitting down. But if I had to stand up and talk to people, oh man, it would be fucking a train wreck. A train wreck.
But you see, like Crawford, you said you're a bartender, right?
Yes.
So
That's
you're
basically...
you're in front of people all day that are loosened up.
Yep, and I have to... Yeah, they like entertainment. That's how I make my money, is I make people laugh.
I work in food service myself. Like I haven't done bartending, but I've served, so same difference.
I did waitressing for 15 years before I got into bartending. It's hard to get into bartending.
Oh, I've been in the food industry for years.
To keep you out.
Yes, it took me until I was 35 before I could get a real bartending job. Not just when the bartender was sick. It's hard to get a bartending job, but once you do, people just love. They're like, "You're hilarious." I'm like, "Thanks, buddy. I play off my crowd." You're all idiots.
They want to see if you got a following. It's the same thing as comedy. Like, they don't really book you until you got a following because you got to draw a crowd. You got to draw people to drink. I need to draw people to drink. Same thing.
Drive people to drink. Draw them in to drink or drive them to drink.
I do that too.
To drink.
I'm pretty good at both.
You follow people around telling them they dropped their pocket all day. They need a drink. I've lost 6 pockets today.
Feel like that bastard got me. I need a drink.
Oh, that's dumb.
That's what makes it so funny.
I've always wanted to do stand-up comedy. I'm like, I think I got a good 5 minutes of comedy I could do, but I've never been to like an open mic night or anything. But I feed off of if a crowd's laughing, then I'm like, woo! But I don't know if I could do, like, you have to write your material and, do you have like basically a script that you go on, or do you freestyle it, or how do you do that? There's
always going to be some freestyling involved.
So do you just have like I don't know, like say you 8 to 10 good jokes, and then you kind of freestyle off of that, like feel the audience out?
Before you even get on stage, you got to be feeling the audience. You need to understand who's in there, who walked in there, who they walked in there with, why they walked in there. There's so much to the people that you got to do before you even touch that microphone.
Really? I never even thought about that aspect of it.
And this, other good comics really taught me a lot of this stuff. So, like, me personally, I like to greet people. You might not even know I'm performing tonight, but I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" Or "Welcome to the show." Have a seat. I'll direct people to their seats because I'm not big enough to where you have an usher. If you're big, you got ushers, right?
Right.
Hey, your seat is over here, or yada yada, blah blah blah. So I tell people, hey, have a seat up front. You always want people to sit up front. You need them to sit up front, because if no one's in the front row, it looks terrible. It looks absolutely terrible. It doesn't matter how many people are there.
That's probably all you can really see, because it gets darker towards the back.
No, you still can see people's faces, because you got to feed off what they're doing, how they.
So you want them right up front so you can see them real well.
You have to have that energy.
And you can mess with them.
Mm-hmm. Well, if they get out of line, I'm not one to pick on.
Do you get a lot of hecklers? Like, do you gotta fuck with drunk people? Like, do you have those people who are just fucking assholes?
Always. But one of the biggest things I've learned, and this is me, and I hope other comics, if they check this, I greet people. So by greeting people, it's already letting you know I'm not afraid to talk to you face to face. So it kind of keeps them in line. I think it kind of keeps them in line. I haven't had a lot of people go off and run their mouth.
That's different. I can see how that would work really well, because they've met you face to face, and that's a lot harder to heckle somebody that they've actually met and looked in the eye.
Now, like, there's shows I will not meet people because, I get there, all I'm there is to do is perform. But I still need to be in the back of the room or in the front of the room. If I'm backstage, I'm looking at people's faces. Who are they? How old are they? What's my crowd? If you don't know your crowd, you can't make them laugh.
That's true.
I can't tell the same jokes to black folks in the hood that I'm going to tell everybody else. Like, it's not funny. It's not funny at all.
That is so true.
But sometimes you got material that hits everybody. Like, I talk about parenting. I talk about things like my son don't wipe all the time.
And then lies about it, huh?
No, I mean,
no, you didn't. I know you didn't.
And there's evidence. There's always evidence.
Right. You think they skid marks? Well, you came to a quick stop.
Solid evidence.
That's solid evidence. I'm so stupid.
But that's real. Most people can relate on that type of level. You know, if I got parents in there, if I got kids in there, I'm gonna talk about some rappers. You know, or I'm gonna talk about school. You know, because I'm still a student, even though I'm a martial arts student. Still got homework. Still got all this other stuff. Still got criteria to learn. So
What are you in school for?
I'm in martial
Yeah.
arts.
Are you
Martial
still?
arts.
What was that? Oh, you're in school for
Martial
martial arts. Okay, okay.
Yes, my school basically has a program to where, you know, they can set you up to, you know, keep teaching and building, because we got 10 locations in Northeast Ohio.
That's awesome.
Whoa.
We're
I
still
watch
growing.
your videos, by the way, all the time. All that stuff that you post on Facebook, like all your badassery, man.
I
Like,
appreciate that. I love your likes. When I see your
I'm
likes,
always like, I love that shit. Like, look at him. I literally always, like, as soon as it shows up, like, seriously, every time you post one of your videos, I would either grab my kid or grab my husband. I'm like, look at Aaron, dude, this guy's a fucking badass. Watch this shit.
I
Watch
want
it.
to look. I want to see too.
It's so great. Like, and
please follow me.
yeah, I love your stuff that you post on there. With all your stuff that you do, and I'm like, I don't ever. You know, I had a lot of friends who were like in, you know, martial arts of some sorts, and I just never had that. I was never tame to be able to do that.
Those some high kicks, okay? Not
Ooh.
everybody wants to get their leg up that high.
I mean, right? But I mean,
Let's
I'm
Mr.
not
Rock.
flexible. Let's get that out the way. I'm not that flexible. I've gotten a couple inches due to actually stretching, and that's over a period of like 2 years. Like, I can kick
Really?
higher. I can move fast. Like, I can do these things now to where my wife can do she can do this forward splits.
oh my god.
My wife can.
Serious?
Yeah, she can
Well,
do
you
it.
a lucky man, by the way.
That was good.
Oh,
Oh. You're not
Absolutely.
flexible, but she is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Aaron, I got a question for you, because it is, how tall are you? Because you look a bit smaller than some of the other guys, and I'm like, but serious, are you not like, you're not very tall, or are you, or just, however, maybe the video is bad, but you don't look like you're a very tall person. Is that correct?
I am 5'6". and,
Ah, nice. For me, you're my
too,
height.
Me too. I'm 5'6".
Look,
she
I'm
does-
5'4", so but I one of the videos, I don't know who but you're surrounded by some like tall ass people, and I was like, as he really
Everybody's taller than me. Everybody.
Miles, why would you
Story
even
of my
ask
life.
him? Why would you even ask a man about his height? That is awful. I can't
No,
believe.
well, I've learned to accept my height.
My brother is like 5'4", and he is so sensitive about it. You know, like he almost
It
is to the
sucks.
point where and he gets upset about it. That's why I'm like, Miles, and I'm like, no, Miles, no.
Because
why's your nose grow out on your face like that, Miles?
because I'm Polish. That's why my nose looks this way. All right.
Well, I'm
yeah, man. Being yeah, I'm short.
makes-
I'm a short dude. But it's been cool because I've learned that no matter your height, you still can shine.
But,
Like-
but
Aw, good.
aren't the best martial arts people, aren't they short? I mean, aren't
Man,
they
we
usually
got
kind
tall
of
people
smaller?
though. We got it's
I
martial
would
arts.
think,
You-
I would think that it is.
On some real, they come in all shapes, sizes, colors, creeds. I've seen it all. Seen
That's
it
how I feel
all.
about-
I've seen 300-400 pound people doing spinning kicks.
Shut up! Now that's scary.
Where
that's like a weapon.
that's a whole lot of.
I
weight.
will throw a 300-pound spinning man at you. Come at me. I swear to God. He'll do it too. Robert, get out here.
Yeah, so it's whoever, whenever, as long as you're willing to put in the time. It's like any profession. If you want to be an electrician, it don't matter what you really look like. You just got to sit there and learn all that.
Well, that's awesome. I wasn't trying to make any height jokes. Like I'm a short person myself. I'm only 5'4", so I'm taller than both of you, and I come from a very gigantic family. Like my whole entire family is 6 foot tall or taller. Like my brother is 6'4", my one sister is 6 foot, the other one's like 5'11". So I come from a super tall family.
You are kind of short, Miles.
Dude, I'm super short.
I think you're shorter than I am.
I am. I'm only 5'4" on a good day. Okay, 5'4" when I'm wearing my shoes, but usually it's about 5'3.5". But and I am short. But I mean, I get it from my great grandmother. But I like the fact that, like, I mentioned it because of the fact that, like, you are
everything's your height.
And because of me, like, I'm like, I can never do that. But you have a lot of power behind. It doesn't stop you from still being amazing at what you do.
I'm compensating.
You're compensating.
You won't even see me coming. I'm just gonna round kick you, bam.
Yeah, like I can kick 6 feet above my head.
Oh my god.
That already stops that. But I got both my parents are short, so like I'm my dad's height, and I'm taller than my mom. So what could I do?
right.
My brothers, I got 4 brothers and 3 sisters. They all short. We just short.
Nice.
See, both of my kids, like my oldest son is 23 and he is 6'4", I think. And then my 15-year-old is already 6'2" or 6'3", and he's only 15. So I grew these trees that I hug around their stomachs now.
Yeah, my nephew, he's 6'2", but he get that from his mama, and that's it. We all short.
Yeah, I come from like my whole I really am like all my nieces, nephews, everybody is way taller than me. I've got now my 11-year-old. He's just hitting the 5 foot now, but the doctor advised me that he's going to be hitting between 5'11" and 6'1" by the time that he's done growing, and I'm like, son of a bitch, like. So I'm really hoping my youngest stays a little bit smaller, because me and my husband both aren't that big. I mean, Andy has to be like 5. I think he's 5'9". So he's, we're not really big people, but because the genetics of my family, I mean, I've got my one nephew, he's 14. He wears a size 13 in men's shoes already. And I think he weighs like damn near 200 pounds and is like 6'3". Like, it's insane. I'm like, I have nothing against my family. Get a picture of me and all my nephews, and I'm like, I am literally like at least 6 inches shorter than every single buddy, like everybody. But it's okay. Small and fierce, right? Small and fierce.
Well, we talk a lot. We know short people can have a voice.
Yeah.
A lot of your rappers are short.
They are. That's true.
So, Aaron, tell us, how did Drinks with Larry come about, by the way?
Yes, give us your origin story.
Oh, that's cool. Origin story. I was
born in the darkness.
I was doing comedy shows, and I was producing a lot of them. And I think they were on like episode 4 or 5 or something like that. And I swear I got a Facebook message that said, "Hey, we do a podcast in Medina. You wanna be on it?" So I'm like, cool, I'll do a podcast episode. I've done podcast episodes, I've done radio shows, but sure, why not? And they was fun. I got over there. I went over to Larry's house, and we did the episode, and I was talking about how I do martial arts and everything. It's on there. It's like episode 4 or 5 or something like that. And they kept calling me a ninja. And the next day, Larry, it was either the next day or something like that, but Larry was like, "Hey, we love having you on. People love the episode." Oh, he got me a show at the Corkscrew. He got me on the comedy show. Larry
That's cool.
Larry was the plug.
I'm just using your podcast to get in this show.
Yeah, he let me on the show. I let him on my show. He was like, "We love having you on. Would you like to be part of the group?" And I think I missed one episode since.
That's awesome. You guys have a great podcast all together, and I'm really intrigued because I think one of the last tweets I saw you all put out was something about if Monday goes the way that Brian thinks Monday's gonna go, Brian's gonna lose his shit. Because Brian, I'm very interested in what that tweet was about.
Brian, you've heard Angry Brian.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. We're gonna have to do an Angry Brian. And Angry Brian is funny to me. I laughed and I laughed. The first time we met Angry Brian, he was talking about his patio. The subcontractors messed up his house, and he's about to get fined by the housing association.
Oh,
And
shit.
we was like, those are real white people problems. Like,
Those really are. Like, at the homeowners association.
and we just laughed and made fun of him. That's my dude. But he do be having legitimate reasons to be angry. Funny to us.
Tell us what grinds your gears, Brian.
Yeah, right. And we just tease him. But we ain't got nothing else to really chop it up on. Like, we'll touch on issues, but if it's not funny, we don't really try to mess with it.
So I gotta ask, what is you were talking about how when you talk to kids that you talk to them like about rappers. What does that entail? Because I'm trying to get hip to whatever my kids are listening to. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of hate all their shit they're listening to.
Oh, a lot of it's trash. A lot
Dude,
of it
it's
is.
so trash. Like, okay, am I wrong in this? Like, I'm like, do I not? Because I don't
It's
get.
mass produced.
Oh.
Yes, it has
highly
no
mass-
heart.
It's highly mass produced. But that doesn't mean that you can't find good stuff. Same like Spotify. Like, if you got Spotify or iTunes, there is no excuse that you can't find new, amazing music. Because if you listen to the radio, of course you're going to listen to trash. Same with you watch the TV. You got to deal with garbage and you got to deal with commercials. But,
Agreed.
you know, and
Agreed.
the best part about being in the entertainment industry is like, I meet these up and comers. I'm able to be friends with these up and comers, and then watching them grow. I think that's some of the best things because I'm right there with them. Like, they give me shout outs. My dude Chris Crack, I'll give him a shout out. His Spotify been blowing up. You know, dude be hit me up on Instagram, liking my videos. So you catch
What's
him while
his
they.
name? Because that's what I'm trying to
Chris
figure
Pratt.
out. Chris,
He
okay.
got a number of old school music. Oh, I love them beats. Like,
Dude,
I love them.
Oh,
See,
cool.
and that's what I need because like we're always, you know, my husband, especially, you know, he's one of those, you know, very like he likes a lot of. For one, he well, first of all, if he put on jazz any day of the week, he'll be down for it. But
Nothing but jazz.
oh man, my husband is just loving it. But his brother lives in Cleveland, and so his brother's the same way, where he goes out and he tries to see all the up and comings, or hey, by the way, or,
Wave?
huh?
He listens to the Wave.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's what we're trying to do with our kids is that, you know, we hear them listening to this, you know, like Drake and all this crap, and I'm like, look, I don't get it. Like, why don't you got, you know, trying to introduce them to some of even like our things, you know, like Jurassic 5 and, you know, the a lot of the older school, like even like Method Man or any of that kind of stuff.
You gotta play it.
Yeah, and trying to get them into like, this is what rap is supposed to sound like. And like, as the best, you know, I've got my 11-year-old. I'm not saying it's best that he's listening to Eminem right now, but I'm like, okay, from him, you will at least learn about like Dr. Dre, and from him, you will learn about Eazy-E, and from him, you will learn about where these beats originated from. From them, like,
See,
you
this
know,
the thing.
I try to do a timeline with them. Like,
Yeah,
look,
you gotta jam it.
yeah, like you gotta like
You got-
enjoy this. I'm like, the stuff you guys are
No,
listening
no.
to is dumb.
I'm saying you as a mom,
Oh.
like you gotta jam it. Like, you ain't gotta be worried about them, whatever they. I wouldn't even let them mess your vibe up. You be like, go on, I'm jamming.
Well,
And
I
then-
do that, and then I embarrass the shit out of them, apparently.
Oh, what?
And my kid doesn't.
That's
Like,
our job.
this is why I don't invite my friends over, because you're always around the. I am. I literally am always singing and dancing around the house to just about anything, because I like to keep myself entertained. What can I say? And I think I sound great. I know I sound terrible. I probably sound like a billy goat,
you
but
probably-
I like it, you know. And then they're like, "Mom, you gotta stop this." I'm like, "No, I'm gonna keep playing the things that I like, and I don't care if you're gonna hate it or not. This is my stuff. This is what I jam out to. This is what I'm going to crank up to, and I'm just going to be ridiculous until, and you may not get it now. I didn't get my parents' music up until in my later years. You know, my late teens, where I was like, man, who is this? You know, we always listened to Pink Floyd growing up, right? Which obviously is very different from rap. But I didn't understand the greatness of Pink Floyd, you know, until You know, my
start seeing
teenage.
it live.
Oh my god! Well, most of all, especially when I started smoking the dope. But
You gotta let that's a big thing I want to express. You gotta let people see stuff live, like that.
Yes, it's way different live.
It's way different, but especially when you know the song and everything like that, then you go see it perform. Like that Daryl's house. You mess with that Daryl's house?
Daryl's house. What are you talking about?
Daryl, John Oates and Daryl Hall and Oates.
Hall and
Oates.
I'm like, wait, what?
Daryl, he got a show where he just be having musicians. Like he had Darius Rucker on there, and it's like I'll cover your song and then you cover my song.
Oh, I love when artists do that.
And they just play together. You can check that on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to because I really, I still find that it's great that the Hall & Oates hotline still exists, and that if you ever want to just listen to Hall & Oates, there's an actual phone number that you can call, and all it does is play Hall & Oates songs.
What's the number?
I will find that because I found this out like last year, and I
I'm playing
laid in my bed. Andy took a picture of it and made me a meme for a hot minute when he's like, when you discover Hall & Oates hotline, because I'm laying in my bedroom just dying of laughter. It was probably like the best thing that I'm like, wait, you can still call a legit phone number, and it's just and you listen to it just like somebody putting up a radio in like the 1980s, 1990s style. You know what I'm saying? We're like, oh god, this is so great.
A long time. It's called Callin' Oates.
How long has it been out?
I think it's the 90s. I think it's always been.
It's been a while. So all right, so I just looked it up. So feeling down, dial the Hall & Oates hotline. It's 719-26-OATES. So OATES, and then you'll be able to listen to one of 4 glorious Hall & Oates songs.
Wait, 719
26 OATES.
OATES.
Yeah.
All right, so it's 719-260-2837.
Well, that's what it's telling me.
I'm not looking at a keypad right now.
Or is it 719-26?
Not in service.
I don't know. Here it is. I got it. Aaron, dial 719-266.
266
2837.
2837.
Welcome to Call & Oates, your emergency Hall & Oates helpline. To hear one-on-one, please press 1. To hear it go, please press 2.
Hold on.
To hear man-eater, please press 3.
Ooh.
To hear privatize, please press 4.
I want one-on-one.
Yeah. There we go. Y'all ready?
Like, you got a gym.
This is the best shoulder moving music in the world.
This is white girl dancing music right here.
See, you gotta understand the black community had no idea that she was a white lady. How does that feel? Tina Marie is another one. I'll tell you another one who I really love. Bobby Caldwell.
Bobby who?
Bobby Caldwell.
Bobby Caldwell. Yeah, we gotta take all these recommendations. Also, by the way, you need to send us on Messenger so we can link up all this when we post our episode.
Oh yeah, for sure, because this right here is fire. That is what?
Whenever you need a pick me up, just call & Oates.
I'm telling you, isn't that great though? I think it's fantastic. When I discovered that, I was just dying. I'm like, this is the best shit ever.
You know what? It just makes my shoulders go. You know, nothing better than doing a dance in your chair with your shoulders.
It's like some part of like that childhood. Like for me, that is just, it's something that feels like so nostalgic about it because you get to dial in and listen to music. I'm like, man, it's like hitting that like record button on your cassette tape back in the day. Like my song's coming on, I'm gonna hit record, and then you go record. Like that's my favorite pastime ever, was sitting around the radio station back in the day and waiting for your song to come on and being able to hit record and stop. And that's what that call line reminds me of. I'm like, oh good.
Classic.
You know what? My boombox was broke, the tape part of it, so I have to hold up another boombox, like a tape recorder, You know, the big old fat long ones with just the 5 buttons and push down real hard to hit record, and then hold it up to the boombox speaker so that I could get a good recording. And then I'd be like, shh, shut up. You know that? So I thought like shut up was part of some of my songs.
I did all that. Like I'm the one that was recording and overdubbing and bootlegging and selling everything. I had everything. Like, I knew how to hook up 2 VCRs.
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. Make a copy of a copy.
Yeah, I had it going. But, one thing I wanted to say about the music is when you're playing that, you know, you got to be jamming to it. It might not hit, but they'll always grow up remembering like, oh, my mom used to jam to this.
Yeah.
Why did it make her feel this way? Or, you know.
Why did she like this one so much when we went driving or going to the store? Frankie
Beverly and Maze was a big one. My mom used to play that all the time. And that's a good memory. So just know that you're doing something by playing it.
Making the memories stay alive. Keeping the memories alive. That's what it is.
Why did my mom like this? They be like, oh, this
because
is.
She was crazy.
My mom really liked
put on freaking Rosa Parks by Outkast, man. I'm gonna lose my shit every single. I can't help it. I'm gonna every time.
I'm a huge Outkast fan.
Yeah.
Have you ever? Yeah. There's something wrong with you if you don't. Come on.
No, I mean that's how I feel.
I mean, it always puts me in a good mood.
Like.
And the one that was well, there's always that, and then whenever, which is very rare, but whenever that I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I was a cat. And that song comes on, like, that's constantly, like, huh?
Yeah, thanks a lot. I remember that song. That song, I wish I was a little bit taller. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
God, I love that song. I'm not kidding you. Like, that song, whenever I hear it, I'm like, oh my God, it's that song. Because that song was such a hit, you know? And it was a fun... And it wasn't too crazy, you know, in a time where, like, a lot of the rap even back then was, like, you know, West Coast, East Coast shit. Like, here's this song that comes out, and it was just fucking fun, you know? I'm like, I love those let's make a fucking fun song. Like, damn, that's good.
You know who they used to use that song on?
Who? You?
Short people like you. You forgot all
trust me, as a 5'3" girl playing basketball, I feel you. I know.
Oh, Miles.
Guess what Aaron's favorite song is?
That's my theme song.
Oh, God. Oh, so much fun. So, now, here's the next question for the both of you, because I have yet to watch this. Has anybody seen this new R. Kelly thing that's going on? Because only thing I've seen across my social media for the last,
I just know that he pees on young girls.
No, I heard it was so much worse than that. Like, I haven't watched
really?
I haven't watched it, but just from what
I got, like, my social media is blown up. Like, I've got friends who are like, I swear if I ever hear a motherfucking one of his songs, that shit is canceled. I never ever want to hear his name again. I'm like, what? What came out, by the way? Does anybody know?
I don't know. No,
about like R. Kelly, like true story shit, because I'm telling you, my Facebook has been nothing but like people hating the fuck out of him out of nowhere. I'm like,
it's bad. It's really
bad. I mean, I knew he was a dirty scoundrel, but I knew about Aaliyah and all that, but I'm like, where is R. Kelly suddenly getting like this? I mean, he's getting some fucking hate right now across my social media board.
And this is what I'm gonna say, right?
All right.
The dude is like an actual modern day pimp. And it's like, yeah, if you go to it, put it like this. Let's take any pimp out there, and you put them in social media, right, in famous limelight right now, and they talk about all the atrocities they probably did and how they got their women to where they at and selling their body. It'd probably be so disturbing. You can get a miniseries out of it.
Yeah.
Really?
That's what it's called. Okay, apparently, sorry, I actually just looked it up, but there apparently is something that's called Surviving R. Kelly premiere.
It's called Surviving, right. So, basically, from what I'm hearing is he had, like, these women that couldn't phone home, they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that. To me, that's something.
Wow.
And pimps start them off young. Some of them come from tragic homes. They might not have a home. You know, I gave you this.
They condition them.
Exactly. I'm just saying, like, now it's hit. I think now people are finally understanding, like,
The
maybe
true depth
like
of his crimes, huh?
But it also, he made a whole song, like last year, about how messed up he was and all kind of other stuff. And
Everybody still glorifies it. Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm literally was on Facebook, scrolling through some shit, and I was like, dude, seriously, I've been seeing all this. I'm like, what the hell is going on with everybody's fucking like R. Kelly? Like, and trust me, like ever since that very first like R. Kelly peed on me, I like personally I was like done. That was years ago that I was done with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know. This guy seems fucking weird. I'm done.
It was
Check mark.
It was
You're
like
out.
he knew the parents or something like that. Like he knew the parents.
Yeah.
That girl who got peed on. Look, I ain't seen it. I don't know what happened. But all I know is it is bad. It's terrible. And then I just watched the video with Dame Dash today talking about it.
Oh, really?
And because I guess they portrayed him in the series, but he was basically saying like, I knew not to mess with the dude, so he didn't mess with the dude. He didn't want Jay-Z to do the album with him. I don't know if you know, they did 2 albums together. Jay-Z and R. Kelly. Y'all remember that?
No, I don't. Like I said, when that like P video came out, I straight up like never paid attention to
It had the song Fiesta on it. Remember the song Fiesta?
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
That was on the Best of Both Worlds. That was Jay-Z and R. Kelly. They made 2 albums together.
Oh.
And but Dame Dash said he didn't want no part of it. It was under Rockefeller, but.
Damn. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to intervene. I was just like, hey, my social media's being crazy. What the hell?
Oh, it's bad.
I hadn't heard anything at all about that. But
now,
you know
now
what?
I'm all intrigued.
I see headlines
I want to get some ideas,
You see headlines about R. Kelly, and he's always doing something gross. So
Yes.
I kind of gloss over him,
My favorite new headline is about Alexandria doing her dance video, which I'm not sure. God, that shit. Aaron, please tell me that you've at least so the new up and coming.
That is
Alexandria Scott. I can't say her middle. Like I do. I fuck up her name, and I feel really bad.
You talking about the Congresswoman?
Yeah.
What
Have
about
you seen her
shaking her little dance?
Okay, so get this. Dude, Aaron, get it on your phone. Look up Alexandria. Her middle name is OSC.
At Boston University?
Yeah. So she's literally making. So her and a bunch of these other kids are making a video for Boston College.
Back in 2011.
Back in 2011. And not only that, but they're remaking the Breakfast Club dance, okay? But apparently the Republicans, or a bunch of the right-wing fuckers, lost their shit. So me and my husband were watching this video the other night, and I'm dying laughing because I'm like, is this the new scandal? Like, that a girl from the Bronx can dance? Like,
the first lady can pose nude, though.
The first lady can pose nude, but like Alexandria, the youngest woman ever, she is from the Bronx. She puts out a dance video for a college she's attending, and everyone's losing their shit. Like, I'm dying. I'm like, she's not even that sexy in it. It's not like she's at a bar, drunk, with her fucking thong hanging out, like grinding on some dude. I'm like,
How dare her make a dance video?
Dance video for a college.
Look at her joyous spirit.
She is twirling around in circles, and she is running against the wall.
She has an appropriate length skirt on.
She has on jeans.
I thought it was a skirt.
I said jeans.
Are they like little what do you call those, capris?
Dude, she's wearing something, but like she's literally the most casually dressed, and I will say she is one of the better looking on that entire video.
Those are jeans.
Those are jeans.
Or at least sweatpants, like really.
Dude, but can anybody explain to me like why this became a thing too? I'm like, are we all like, y'all are surprised that a girl who went to college helped make a video for the college to make it look intriguing to go to?
That was the cheesiest Disney dance I ever seen.
They're ripping off the Breakfast Club, and y'all are trying to hate on her. This is comic. I'm just giving you some ideas for some fucking comedy. By the way, hey, by the way, when you go to stand up, let's do a fucking video and be like, hey, by the way, can I be in Congress now? I mean, this takes shit. Like, is this? Oh my god.
I was dying.
You know what they did was somebody cut just the clips of her dancing and then spliced them all together to make it look like it was, and put a new soundtrack on it to make it look like it was just her dancing. It was a video of just her dancing, and that's what they were circulating online. And the actual original video is at Boston University videos where they pulled that footage from.
Like, they can't get anything on her. Like, it's hilarious. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bring up politics. I'm trying to get this lighthearted. But that shit's funny.
No.
Like,
I pray for that woman. I pray for that woman.
Yeah.
Serious.
She got some balls. She's got some. You know what? They said that this is the most diverse Congress that we've ever had in history, and I'm so excited.
It doesn't take much.
Nope.
Once you put one black person in, they're like, oh, it's super diverse.
They just need their token. They just need their token black person.
Now they added a bunch of. Now they added a lot of females, and they're like, oh no. I guarantee it. Next year they're gonna say it's more diverse too again.
Look at all these women and the one black guy we got. We are very diverse. She's
next year
Mexican,
they're gonna say the same thing.
An Indian, sir? Yeah.
They're like, we got a robot in here too.
I did see the robot.
Like, this is the shit that cracks me up. Like, these are the things where I'm like, I wish people would make more fun of, like, this dumb shit. Like, the what I like to call fake outrage. You know, like, you guys really aren't outraged by this video, right? I'm like, she's really not, she's not doing anything. Like, why are y'all mad that there's a girl in her young 20s that knows how to dance? Is that why we're mad, Republicans? Like, is that why my government is shit? Like, we're still on fucking shutdown. Like, today I went out, we, in my town, we got this thing called, we got a brewing company, and they've been doing this thing every other Saturday where you can do yoga, and you pay for the yoga class, and you get a free beer afterwards. So I tried it today, and it was fantastic, by the way.
You got a beer?
Dude, yeah, so you do yoga for an hour, and you get a free beer afterwards. Like, you can't go wrong. So you wake up on a Saturday morning, you do yoga for an hour, you feel great, now you get a free beer. And it's, local fucking brewery puts this on. But one of my girlfriends is in town still because she works in DC, but she's on furlough right now. And she's like, I got 6 weeks that I'm prepared for, but after 6 weeks, I'm pretty much fucked, like, I don't have anything else planned because she still has an apartment in DC, but she's like, well, I could go back to sit in my apartment, but I have nothing to do, and I can't spend any extra cash because I'm on furlough and I have no idea. And I'm like, we're literally on a government shutdown right now, and y'all are outraged about a fucking, like, Bronx girl fucking dancing video? Like, should we not be more angry about, like, people
that's
that
how you know you got money, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they're going to get money, man. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
my dad's still getting paid all day, every day, but everybody else is just completely fucked.
Like, if that's what they mad about, that's how you know they got money.
Yeah.
That's so
I'm
true.
angry. I've got money. I have nothing else to be mad about right now.
How dare she grind on that wall?
Oh, I cannot believe she did. See the way she just whipped her hair? Slut. Loose morals in Congress.
Loose
I better not
morals.
see my kids whipping their hair.
I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Oh, God. I did it. I still can't do that song. I don't have that. I mean, I have the hair for it, but I still don't. I'm too old. My neck does not move like that no more.
I love getting people's songs stuck in my head.
I always say it now. It's in your head too.
I do all. Well, like the one I just did at work the other day was "I like to move it."
You only gotta sing one
I like
line.
to move it. Oh God! Damn it, Aaron! Damn it! No. What the one song that will get stuck in everyone's head is the "I will walk 500."
Yeah, that's a fun song.
Yeah, that's a fun song, and I will not sing it because I will help our listeners.
Remember back in the day when they used to have like music compilations
Oh.
on television?
Yes.
And they'd be like, you can get this album with these great hits on it, and they'd be selling mixtapes or whatnot. And I just think like that doesn't exist anymore at all.
No. Now is still, by the way, music now is still a thing.
It's still out?
Now it's still out. I go to,
yes.
Yes, I
7,000?
only do that because I was
up there.
Yeah, I was at the gym the other day and I saw it was like now 37. It's like seriously.
I thought it was at 7,000.
Yeah. Oh my god! But I'm like, man, but it's not the same. Like I gotta go buy the new album, but I'm still gonna hate every fucking song. Like not every song, but I'm gonna hate majority of songs that are on it. Like I want to go back to like Now 4. You know, like let's go back to the back in the days when music was still good, in my opinion.
I want to see what's on
number.
Now 4.
It's up to 68.
Shut up.
The most recent album in the series, Now That's What I Call Music, 68, was released in October 2018.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Yep. That seems kind of low.
We've been around that long? Why are we so old?
But, I mean, it's only been 20 years. I only put out 68. I mean, they used to just fire those off constantly. They slowed down. They should be up to 7,000.
Like, now, you know what? Now it took over all that. It took over all of it. Because it used to be nothing but like, catch this alternative band's greatest hits. And I'll never forget watching that video. I would walk by.
The two little white guys, the fucking brothers with little blonde ass hair. Oh my god, I totally remember that video.
And then it makes me think of the movie What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking weird movie, man.
I know. That's why I associate that. It's like it's just that train of thought. Then I'm like, now I'm thinking about Gilbert.
Are you ready? Hey, are you ready to hear what was on Now? That's What I Call Music, Volume 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do it.
Larger Than Life, Backstreet Boys.
Oh no.
Oh god.
You Drive Me Crazy, Britney Spears.
No.
I Need to Know, Mark Anthony.
Oh, God, it's awful.
Candy by Mandy Moore.
Oh, that was a fun song. Fuck off.
Blue Dada D by Eiffel 65.
Hey, I like that one.
Blue Dada.
It Feels So Good by Sonique. I Belong.
Who's knocking at our door?
My son.
Hey, son.
Hey, son.
Can you have what?
Can I have my son's Lego?
Amiibo. Okay, here.
Bye, son.
They're saying hi. Say hi to Mandy and Miles and Crawford.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, that's my 7-year-old.
Oh, so cute.
Okay, let's get back to this.
Yeah. Okay.
I Belong to You by Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm a big Lenny Kravitz fan. I love that dude. I Knew I Loved You by Savage Garden.
Oh.
I Want to Know by Joe.
Oh my god, I haven't heard that song.
That's fire. Try Again from Aaliyah.
Ooh, Aaliyah. Oh,
I miss her.
God, I miss Aaliyah.
Waiting for Tonight by Jennifer Lopez.
Waiting for Tonight.
Yeah, that was the jam. Get It On Tonight by Montel Jordan.
Oh my god, Montel.
Steal My Kisses by Ben Harper.
Oh, that's such a good song.
And Then Comes the Morning by Smash Mouth. Meet Virginia by Train.
Oh, fuck. You didn't hear that song 9,000 times.
1,000 times.
See, I don't know these songs. If I hear them, I'll probably know what they are.
Yeah, you will. Meet Virginia was all over the radio for, like, I fucking...
How'd it go?
Meet
Sing
Virginia. I'm trying to remember how... I can hear it in my head. It sounds like a cat's dying when I sing. So.
This Time Around by Hanson. And All the Small Things by Blink-182.
I remember that one. All the small things.
Oh, yeah, okay, I remember that song.
That's about all I can recall, though.
Well, this album was fire.
I mean... Here's
it had that I Want to Know.
You don't remember Meet Virginia?
No.
Dude, they did... Meet Virginia and Drops of Jupiter was like Train's like 2 big songs. They're still fucking, by the way, they are still on tour. Like, that is how people are obsessed with that band, is like they're still on tour. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, he was old as fucking sin when that song came out. Like, how old are you gonna be, bro?
He's gonna outlive Keith Richards.
No one's gonna outlive Keith Richards. I don't even know, how is he still alive? Like, seriously, how is he still alive?
He's died a couple times, I believe. That's rock stars for you, though.
That is true. You ain't really a rock star unless you've died at least twice via social media. At least twice.
Just come back. Okay, I want to see what's on volume 1.
Oh yeah, what is the very first Now album? Because this
I guarantee you it has an NSYNC song on it.
No, it has to be for NSYNC. Well,
no, NSYNC was not on there.
Oh, ouch! I'm glad I didn't bet money. I'd be PayPaling something right now.
Janet Together Again.
Oh God, that one was good.
I don't remember that.
Janet showing her boob or her heart.
Backstreet Boys, As Long As You Love Me.
As long as you love me.
Fastball, The Way.
Oh, I haven't heard that in forever.
Harvey Danger, Flagpole Sitta.
Fucking still love that song. It is on every single one of my playlists. Love that song.
Spice Girls, Say You'll Be There.
Oh, Spices.
Hold on, one of my favorite songs by Casey and JoJo, All My Life.
Oh! That stayed at number 1 forever.
It is some good songs. They
really
did.
Man, that
I can't tell you how.
Dude, was it Casey and JoJo with Mariah Carey? Was that them? No, that was Boyz II Men and Mariah Carey that did that one song. Fuck, what did they do together? That song was on number 1 for 100 weeks or something stupid like that.
I make love. No, they didn't do that one.
No, but anyways, keep going on. Keep going on.
All Saints, Never Ever.
Oh man.
Tonic, If You Could Only See.
Yep. I saw them live.
Hanson's Bop.
Oh, now it's in my head. I was really getting through this.
Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
What?
Zoot Suit Riot.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
They had a really weird video where they did swing dancing and.
Yeah.
Remember when music?
Imagine.
Shorty,
You Keep Playing With My Mind.
I don't even know that one.
Brian McKnight, Anytime.
Oh,
Fire.
Brian McKnight, my goodness.
That man in a bathtub every time.
Right?
He was like John Cusack in the fucking Rain with fucking Brian McKnight in a bathtub of water of some sort every time. Go on.
Brian McKnight was quick to be like, I miss you.
He would. He had a way.
Straight up. Do I ever cross your mind? Anytime.
Yes. He had the lockdown.
Because he was vulnerable. That's what made it so good. He was a vulnerable man out there singing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was.
Let me get back. Aqua, Barbie Girl.
Fuck that song.
Oh, that song was annoying back then, and it is still.
Yeah, Radiohead, Karma Police.
Can't go wrong there, because I'm a big Radiohead fan, so that wins.
I do like a little bit of Radiohead.
I don't know the one song, but you gotta check out this Lupe Fiasco. He rapped over one of the Radiohead songs.
Really?
That I gotta hear because I'm a huge Radiohead fan, so that makes me a little excited. But go on.
It's like it starts off messed up. Wait, no, it doesn't. I don't know. I'll find
Radiohead has some messed up songs, so let's just put that out there.
I know you're right. Lenny Kravitz, Fly Away.
Oh yeah.
I wanna fly.
Everclear, I Will Buy You a New Life.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's
I like
still a good
Everclear.
one.
Marcy, Playground, Sex and Candy.
Oh, that one was super weird. Me and my husband were having a debate about that one the other day, but go on.
That's it.
Yeah, but Marcy, Playground, Sex and Candy, we were having a debate about whether or not so that song got real popular, and then but then everybody was wondering if it was about it was about sex with minors, and that was a whole. Oh, hi, little son.
Yeah, I saw that.
You can't hear us, can you? Because I don't want to
He has earbuds in.
I just want to make sure, because I'm like, dude. But Sex and Candy, we were having a debate whether or not that song was about basically that the lead singer had an obsession with a young girl, and I'm like, I don't think that's at all what the song was about, but we still haven't found out the answer. But I'm pretty sure that song was really on that washboard of like, it was a hit song, but like, why? Like, was there like some creepy ass undermeaning to it? Because that's all we do now. Like, we all take like shit from back in the day and we try to reanalyze whether or not we're supposed to fucking like songs anymore. And that's one of those things that I don't like. Dude, I appreciate how far we have come and how much we are growing, but seriously, like, I'm not trying to also hold a fucking 70-year-old song accountable. Like, the Baby It's Cold Outside, that sure as fuck sounds creepy as hell, but at the same time, like, that song was not, that song was made in an era where, I don't know, it's one of those things, like, how can we take down Confederate monuments and at the same time, like, debate over, like, whether or not a song is allowed to be played anymore.
But
so,
see,
like,
the thing is, like, we in 2018. Nobody should be what we was in 2018.
Agreed.
But when it was going on, I'm like, everybody still has the internet. You still can listen to it. Like they didn't take it. Nobody. It didn't take it away from you. The radio just said they won't play it no more. Like who listens to the radio all like that?
Right. It's the war on Christmas.
You mean to tell me you don't have a phone? Like no one, even the war on Christmas. Like no one stopped selling trees. No one stopped buying presents. Like where's the fight?
There is no war on Christmas. Like that was the funniest shit.
Trees and wreaths and
like that was the best conspiracy theory that actually came to like fruition. It was the best conspiracy theory. I was talking about conspiracy theories earlier this morning, and I love like how some of this shit like comes about. Where I'm like, dude, there was never really a war on Christmas. What's funny is that there's people out there who incite this, like trolls on Twitter, who they're nobodies, but they
Bill
will
O'Reilly
just...
was the first person I ever heard say it.
Who was Bill O'Reilly? He's a fucking fat fuck. Like,
I don't know.
I hate that motherfucker. But like, they start like they start a fake fucking problem. Like, there is never been a war on Christmas. There never. Do I say happy holidays? Yeah, but I've always said happy holidays because in the service industry, as all three of us have been in the service industries, we don't know who we're coming across.
Right.
Like,
all happy holidays is it's just a general, whatever you celebrate, man, you do you. And it's just a quick way to say it.
But that's been around long prior to, it was, Happy Holidays was around long prior than, I mean, I don't know when Happy Holidays became a thing, but it's something to me that I always felt was like, hey, like, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you're doing. You know, like, that was usually my spiel. Like, I don't know what you're doing. It could be Merry Christmas, it could be a Happy Holidays, Kwanzaa, you know, Hanukkah, whatever you're doing, do it. But
I don't know, do the Hindus do Christmas? I don't know.
You know, but like, how are we? There's like 5,000 religions out there. How are y'all gonna be mad about like the war on Christmas? Like, by the way, there's more than just Christianity out there. I'm not sure if anybody's aware of this.
How dare they? How dare they try to take our Christmas away?
Include everybody. I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
I really feel like one day somebody like got on Twitter and was like, how do I start a war? Let's fucking tag Bill O'Reilly and Fox News and say, you can't say Christmas anymore. And I guarantee it was never a liberal. I guarantee it was never like any fucking like crazy far left fucking like political correctness. It was just somebody like, let's find out how we can start a fight.
Hey,
and everybody fucking fell for it. Everybody went in there like tinfoil fucking hats on their heads.
Starbucks, coffee.
Hey, let's start a fight.
God forbid.
I know we can do something on Twitter, like, cake is better than ice cream or something like that, or...
Oh, pineapple on pizza! Like, I mean, people start fights over the dumbest shit, and I'm like, look, dude, first of all, I'm not the biggest fan of Starbucks. I get why, like, Starbucks is, like, also, like, Starbucks is the devil, and I will put that out there in the universe. However, this is the only thing that I do appreciate about Starbucks. They offer their part-time employees full-time benefits. They help their part-time employees pay for college. They might be a devil corporation and they might make some fucking shit-ass coffee, but they take care of people. So, like, fuck off, man. Like, fucking choose your battles. Like, why are you all battling over pineapple pizza and whether, like, why?
Are y'all referencing our episode?
Here, I'm gonna start a fight. Ice cream goes better with pie than cake.
Oh!
I'm with you on that one, though.
I am being honest, though, right? But I bet we can start an internet fight. Fight me!
Let's do it.
We got a fight starting. And by the way, I want to let everybody
ice cream
know.
Cake people.
Oh, there is ice cream cake. I mean, there you go. Happy fucking medium, man. I'm telling you. My best thing ever that I have experienced in the last year or so is that we've got a local ice cream shop, Dietz's Ice Cream. It actually has been nominated as the best ice cream in Ohio, by the way. And Bette Midler loves our chocolate-covered pretzels. But Dietz's Ice Cream, it's so fucking good. But their vanilla bean ice cream, one of our local coffee shops put that with 2 shots of espresso in a cup. And fight me, because that shit is the best fucking coffee I've ever had in my life. Is vanilla bean ice cream with 2 shots of espresso in there. Oh, holy hell. You can drink it, you can eat it. It's a whole fucking, you get your caffeine and your so fucking good. I'm like, fuck cake and fuck pie. Put fucking ice cream with some fucking espresso. Win. Done. All day. All day.
I've done it with hot chocolate. Like ice cream on hot chocolate.
Oh my god, that sounds delicious.
That's so good.
Aaron, you just not see now I want ice cream.
All these good ideas, songs and food to eat. We're gonna have an Aaron type night now. Aaron themed night.
What's one of your favorite desserts?
Hot fudge brownie sundae with a banana.
Okay.
But
I don't trust everybody's brownies though.
It would have to be like a chewy, just all end piece.
Cooked all the way. Some people cook brownies.
I do not like undercooked brownies. No, that's gross.
Let's see. My favorite dessert would probably be. I'm gonna say it has to be a banana split to go from Dietz's Ice Cream. It's weird. I don't like their banana splits they make when I'm inside their, inside the actual ice cream shop. But if you get their banana splits to go, I don't know what they do, but there's something about that is the best fucking amazingness. And I don't know how they do it, but there's something about it. And they put it in this nice little cute Chinese looking to go box. And you put it in. Oh my god, it's so delicious. It's my favorite dessert. How about you, Aaron?
The Dutch apple pie. It gotta be real hot, and the crust gotta be
real crisp.
The crumbs gotta be crispy. They can't be all soggy because of the apple pie. And then you get a scoop of butter pecan on it.
Yes. I love to take a piece of apple pie and you put it in a pan with a little bit of butter on top and some ice under a lid, and you hurry up and steam it. Then you put some ice cream next to it. That shit is so fucking. Oh my god.
People don't know about that. I used to do that at the Waffle House.
That's where I got the idea from. I worked at the Waffle House, bro. That's how they made their apple pie, with that butter. Yeah. And they put it in the ice and slap it down with the grill. Yes. Oh. Yeah. That's where I got that from. I'm like, that is the best shit you will ever eat. And then some vanilla ice cream on the side.
Dude, but Waffle House, let's, first of all, shout out to Waffle House. Because I don't think that there's enough people who recognize, first of all, I'm a Denny's girl. That's just how it is. I think Crawford, I have talked about,
after you work at the Waffle
Denny's.
House. Yeah.
But, there's an appreciation for Waffle House. There is a time and a place, and Waffle House has created, oh man, they're so great. And not only that, but the fucking Waffle House, what are they? I gotta remember, it's a really fucking weird story, but it really, I've mentioned this before, but Waffle House is how people know when to evacuate.
Yep, if the Waffle House closes, then you better get out of town.
They are literally, it's actually programmed, they're actually programmed, and I found this out listening to a podcast on NPR, is that, when hurricanes are coming, that people know that they should only evacuate if their Waffle House closes down. It's a really fucked up thing, but Waffle House. I never thought about that.
Yeah,
Waffle House actually has a standard, and it's known, especially apparently very, very, especially in the deep south.
Oh yeah, there's one on every exit.
Yeah, that you don't know. Yeah, but I will find the story and I will link it. But Aaron, I'm telling you, it's the most fascinating story is that Waffle House is actually an emergency. They're like the emergency restaurant.
They're a barometer.
Yeah, their barometer is that if Waffle House will stay open through any major, massive, whatever's going on locally, but if your Waffle House closes down, then that way shit's fucking real. So if you're like, hey, is this storm really bad? Oh fuck, the Waffle House closed. Go the fuck home or get the fuck out.
I worked at Waffle
find
House
shelter. It's a really dude. I will gotta find it because there was a whole podcast on it. It's super interesting.
No, it's 3 years. I worked in up here in Ohio and in Georgia.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. How long were you in Georgia for?
I was in Georgia for 2 years. I lived
what
in
part of Georgia were you in?
Atlanta.
Nice.
Outside of Atlanta.
Lawrenceville? Duluth?
I know about Duluth.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Forest Park, and I was in
yeah. Okay.
Oh, here it is.
So the Waffle House Index is an informal metric used by the Federal Emergency Management Agency. So FEMA uses the Waffle House Index to determine the effect of a storm and the likely scale of assistance required for disaster recovery. Literally, FEMA uses the Waffle House Index.
I mean, that makes sense.
That's how cruel they are to their employees.
If you get there and the Waffle House is closed, that's when you know that it's bad. Like, literally, FEMA uses the Waffle House Index because that's how it...
You know, if the Waffle House was closed, there'd still be that couple outside, like, they need to open, banging on the door, like, can I get some coffee?
But it's like, I know.
Hash browns with fucking onions and cheese, bitch. Let's just do this.
I guess I didn't really think about it like that, but yeah, that makes sense. Because if it was bad, I'm not staying in the Waffle House.
Right.
That place gonna get blown straight away.
Right.
Yeah, there was a really cool. I really wish I remember the name of it, and I had never subscribed to it, but there was a handful of podcasts of the same series. But it was on NPR, whenever you get the NPR app and it, just gets you to a random podcast. But they actually had a podcast, like a what if case scenario. So people would write in and say, and this one girl was, she went off to college and became something else. But she was, what I really wanted to do was to stay with Waffle House. And what would my life would have been like what my future would have been had I stayed at my prior job. And so these two people as podcasters, they do this research where they try to find out her location, what could have happened. And they put it across these insane scenarios, but they're really cool. And, but it really was this girl.
Interesting.
It really is. And that's how we found it, was because this girl said she was doing something great with her life. Don't get me wrong. Like, she was like a doctor or something phenomenal like that. But she's like, look, this is great and all, but I really loved my job at the Waffle House. And so they put across a scenario where, like, she stayed at the Waffle House, became a manager. One of the epic hurricanes came in. Because she was allowed to shut down, she put forth this plan, and then, like, her whole entire life would have changed by actually staying at the Waffle House. And, like, how she would have came up with all these brilliant ideas about how to save people in times of, like, desperation. It was a super neat podcast. I really wish I could shout it out to know the name of it, but that's how I found out about it. But yeah, apparently FEMA uses Waffle House as a metric of index of how bad a storm is going to be. So if y'all have a Waffle House near you and it closes, go find fucking shelter real quick.
Yep, that's right. Waffle House Index.
Exactly. All right, so we're hitting our hour mark. So Aaron.
Oh.
I know, right? Like, we've just been flying through this. Aaron, why don't you tell us, do you have any notes that we have not hit? I know that you made some notes about this podcast. Is there anything that we did not talk about that you want to talk about?
Oh snap! Let me go back.
I know, right?
Oh, where's my notes?
you know, man. When people talk about music, I'd be so happy because you gotta. Not everybody listens to what you listen to, and that's just
right.
It's just, it doesn't matter. It's not a bad thing, but like, I be wanting to talk about some songs, like.
Dude, music is life, and we should do an entire next episode with you, literally based on music.
That's what we'll do. Every once in a while, we'll have Aaron on and talk about music.
I think we should do that, because I think music
is
life.
We'll take a trip down memory lane. Like, you remember this obscure little hit? Thought of you guys the other day.
Or me and Crawford will actually just drive to Medina and we'll just drive like 2 hours east, and we'll
I'm
just.
sorry about the pods giving. That was something on the list.
No. Y'all don't understand. It's still gonna happen. Right now we're in winter zone. We are on Podsgiving 2, and it's gonna happen. We're gonna pick up Chad and Jen Fackler, and we're all gonna come out there.
How far are they close to you?
Dude, yeah, they're like seriously like 25 minutes away from us.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like
so
right
we
in the
could
middle of
pick
Ohio.
them up in a car, and we could drive to Medina. We could do a ridiculous podcast down in Larry's basement together while we all bring some side items and some drinks and bullshit our night away.
I am down.
I'm just saying, like, I know that, I mean, we've all been talking about it, but, like, I think that everybody doesn't understand is that at some point, that bug is going to get up my ass again, and I'm going to be like, look, guys, here's a date. I don't give a shit. We can do this in fucking May, where we can all sit outside all night long. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
May 15th.
Yeah, May 15th. There we go. We can all go over. We can celebrate Aaron's birthday.
Mine's
have a
May
damn good dinner
26th.
and drinks.
I
Me and
knew
Copper
it.
will get a hotel room.
Yeah, with Gemini.
And we'll all meet up somewhere. We'll have a fucking ridiculous podcast. Whatever, we'll celebrate, and then everybody can, go find their hotels or whatever and stay the night and do their thing. But I think that we're all in Ohio. Let's stop shitting ourselves that we're too busy to do this stuff. We all got kids, we all got life. We completely understand that, but we should all be able to make one day and the next 4 months work for all of us, that we all get together, grab some food, some drinks, and have a good time. Shit, we'll go to the Corkscrew, and we'll just have a big fucking Podsgiving there. And we'll go back to Larry and fucking podcast there, and then go home.
Hey, I'm down.
Dude, right?
We could do a pizza party for all I'm concerned.
Exactly. So Factlers and Drinks with Larry crew, including you, Stephanie, get your shit together. Let's make this happen. Let's call it spring, May time. And we'll have an Aaron birthday / Podsgiving / fucking riot.
I want to do this before my birthday.
All right, we'll do it before your birthday.
We can do it next week if shoot for all I care.
Shit. Well, it's supposed to start snowing in Ohio for the first time next week, but
I'm usually off on Sundays.
Ooh, damn. So Larry, there we go.
Another Sunday.
See, there we go. We gotta find a Sunday, and I'd never have to work Sunday, so I don't give a shit. But anyways, Aaron, notes. Oh, look at your little bug. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
No, she can't hear you, but.
I know.
Wait.
I can't help it. It's the mom in me where I'm like, hey, buddy, I'm gonna just snuggle you up too.
Did you guys see that GameStop customer? GameStop.
Yes, it's ma'am.
So we got the one dude at my job. The one dude at my job. He's gay, but he's very mean about it sometimes. But he'd be like Aaron girl. He'd be calling me girl sometimes, and I'm like, man, I am a man. Do not misgender me. I am a man.
How dare you? How dare you? I was like, holy! I thought that he was gonna Hulk out.
He did. He kicked that display over.
I know, but I mean even worse. I thought he was gonna rip that dude across the counter and whoop his ass.
He's gonna rip his little jacket.
Give me $10 this fucking game.
He's gonna rip that jacket.
Right. I'm gonna take your fucking tag.
Clearly. I used to work at GameStop too, man.
Oh, you are a journeyed fellow.
Yes. I used to work at GameStop. I only did it for a holiday season, and helped me get.
That had to have been awful.
It was, first of all, people don't. I'm also in a predominantly white area. People don't challenge me already as it is. They challenge everybody else. I've watched them challenge women at the job, and then I'll usually come out there and they change their tone. So, especially looking people in the eye, that changes a lot. When you look people in their face, they start realizing, okay, this is, you start thinking twice about how you want to talk.
Yeah, you better really think twice.
So I've been in the service industry, and I understand. I know how to say sorry, sorry, you got this experience, sorry, yada. But people do get out of line, and I've watched them get out of line with certain people. And That dude was very passive. He was apologizing. He was just going crazy. He was losing it. He kicked over those boxes.
Dude, I've seen some people go crazy. Trust me, man. In all my years of management, of especially in the restaurant industry, I've seen some people. I had some guy throw a menu at me because his server was a Mexican and he was upset about it. Like, he was so angry that his server was a Mexican, and then of course he was calling her some racist ass names. I kicked his ass out, and he was so mad. He's like, I can't believe in America, in this town. Look, I don't give a shit. First of all, you threw a menu at my server and you called her some racist-ass Mexican names, and now you're throwing a menu at me. Like, get out. I don't want... Do you right now... Like, yeah, buddy. Like, you're gonna, spend $100 here. You're gonna leave me, you're gonna leave my server maybe a $10 tip if she is lucky, no matter who she is, white or not. Like, I don't want your kind... That's right, buddy. Your kind in my business hours. Get the hell out. Like... Your kind is a racist POS, and I am not going to cater to you just because. Like, I'm not going to... I don't care. Go ahead and write corporate. And when corporate gets a hold of me, I'm going to tell you, hey, by the way, I didn't serve him because he called my Mexican server this terrible name, threw a menu at her and myself. I ain't going to serve you.
You'll be straight. You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. And he sure as hell wrote it into corporate, and corporate sure as hell called me, and I sure as hell told them the story, and they're like, cool, got it. I'm like, do not offer this man free anything. Like, sorry you feel this way, but due to your racism, we ain't gonna give you nothing. So make sure that's out there loud and clear.
What about the Florida McDonald's employee?
Wait, which one is this?
The one
Remind me?
The dude, the straw, the last straw.
Oh my god, when he went to go punch that woman in the face over a fucking straw?
He grabbed her. He grabbed her with one hand and she just went off.
Dude, good for her. Every time an employee can defend themselves, they should. They should always defend themselves. I don't care.
Should be, yeah.
If you are ever in a situation, and not only that, but if your employees don't back you up, if they don't back you up, then fuck that job, for one thing. And for two, fight. Get yourself out, because at the end of the day, self-defense. Self-defense. What are you gonna do? You're gonna fire me over defending myself? Cool, I will sue your ass.
Yeah, she got a counter. She got a lawyer to help defend her.
Good.
She got grabbed. and it was over with for that dude. He got hit at least 7-8 times. Repeatedly. Hey, don't grab me. Don't grab me. I'm not one. Don't grab me. I'm not big on touching.
I don't like people grabbing me.
I don't like people touching me. That's something people can know about me. Like, like them purple nurples and all those little games that.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Nope.
I'm quick to punch people.
Stay out of my personal space, motherfucker.
Yeah, my wife is the only one
to catch a two-piece.
Like and they know it too. They know it. They know it.
You're gonna catch a two-piece. Keep doing that. Tap me on the shoulder again.
I do that. I'm not gonna lie, I do that. Like, I'll tap the other shoulder and get you to look the other way.
Do it all the time.
And then run.
Do it to my kids, and they're just like, "You're so stupid." You know what? Every once in a while, someone will fall for it, though. They'll look the other way, and I'm like, "It worked." Every once in a while.
Did I run?
No, and then you say you dropped your pocket, and then you run when they. You gotta get up, bam, bam. You're an idiot times two.
I got a better one. Right? So you grab a whole loaf of bread, right? You can hit this, and you're like, man. Whew, I just got loafed. Have you ever been loafed? They're like, what's that? And you hit them with the whole loaf of bread. It's worth $1. It's worth
$1. It's worth it every time.
I'm gonna buy a loaf of bread and take it to work and hit people all night long with my loaf of bread.
So, they gotta be like, they gotta ask, what's that?
You know what, they would, because why would there be a loaf of bread at a bar? You know what I mean?
I've never been to loaf.
Perfect setup.
Oh my goodness.
My stomach hurts.
Oh, so good, so good. Oh.
I needed this type of laugh.
All right. So I know you got your hands pretty full over there. So why don't you give us your shout outs over there, Aaron, and let us know where we can find you, Facebook, Twitter, where we can find you on Drinks with Larry, whatever you want to shout out. Here is your moment.
Plug yourself.
Plug yourself.
Definitely.
Spell it out.
Find me on Drinks with Larry. We're on Spotify, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes. We're on Twitter too. Drinks with Larry. Listen to us. We got a hotline, so you can call the hotline and complain about us and whatever else you want to say.
Or just give a drunken rant, which I did the very first day that you guys opened up that hotline.
I love that rant. I thought that rant was beautiful.
I'm calling the hotline.
The hotline.
I was super drunk when I called that hotline, but go on.
Yeah, you can find my Instagram, Adatcomedy. That's ADAT comedy. I'm on Facebook as Ironical Artistry. I'll link all those for you. And
yeah, please do find all the links and send them right to us.
And that way we'll put it in our show description.
I think that's about it. You know.
Look, Aaron, we want to say, by the way, this was fantastic. What a great pleasure it was for us to have you on.
I had a really good time. My stomach hurts from laughing.
My cheeks hurt. Like.
I know.
And now all of us are going to go back to like 1990s, This Is Now, and we're going to find our favorite songs, and it's going to be phenomenal.
Grooving it up.
But everybody's gotta get to their own. But Aaron, thank you so much for coming on our podcast. We definitely appreciate it. I can't wait to get this edited and posted. It'll probably be a few days because I got the one with Rachel to post, and then it'll probably be another 4 or 5 days, and we'll have this one up and out. So, really pumped to put this one out though, and really excited. And we can't wait to have you come back on, and maybe we'll decide cake or pie, what goes better.
Cake or pie. Pie with ice cream will always win. Fight me.
Those cake ice cream people, they don't know what they're talking about.
No, they've never lived.
They've never lived.
They've never lived. Those kinds.
You don't even see the full spectrum of colors, you know? They see red, blue, and green. There's yellow. Okay, that was dumb.
All right, thank you, Aaron, and then me and Cropper will wrap this up. But thank you so much for coming on, and you go have some good evening. All right.
All right, take care. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Zula.
Bye.
Bye.
That was the best bye ever.
That was so great.
Oh, little cutie.
Oh, let's see here.
I thought that was a great episode.
I would definitely have to agree. That was definitely an amazing great episode. And
that was a great episode. I really enjoyed it, and looking forward. Our best episodes are when we have a guest on. We have so much fun.
Yeah, it's so much fun, and Aaron was definitely an amazing guest. So,
hilarious.
And like I said, we can be able to have those 2 weeks, and I mean, you can figure out where the fuck to go from here.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive #1, #2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie, it's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year! Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Starlight Lounge presents An Evening with the Progressive Box.
Old moon, yeah. That's Hugo, tickling the ivories. He just saved by bundling home and auto with Progressive. Gonna finally buy a ring for that gal of yours, Hugo? Send her my condolences. Hi-oh! This next one's for you two. There's a burglar in my heart. Thank you.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.